So what I need to know is, did anybody do a thumbs up, raise your hand, do something? Did anybody already do your bingo card? So it's bingo. You guessed it. We're playing, because I've just been talking about it like for 2 days. So we are playing bingo, and yes, Sandra, it is time for some water. So I'm going to get my water here in just a second, but I need to know whether or not I'm showing you the bingo card. So let me know if you have questions about it. If you didn't print a bingo card, if you didn't auto-generate a bingo card, if you need the words, let me know, and I'll read them off to you really quickly, because you're going to need a piece of paper and do the bingo. There are no actual prizes other than you get to scream bingo, and I'll get Casey to make us a super cool badge for the bingo, so that I can come back later and go ahead and give you your bingo badge. But while y'all are thinking about that, I'm going to grab something else to drink. So tonight's drink is brought to you by cold weather in Tennessee. So let me add just a little bit of hot water. This is just tea. I'm probably the only Southerner that you will ever meet who just drinks tea with no sweetener in it, with no sugar in it. So I do not drink sweet tea. And if you do not have one of those, I highly recommend it. And for everyone who saw Alyssa painting her tree last Monday, that's it. It was super cute. She's not even 3 yet. She'll be 3 next week. Next week, yeah. And new people, we take a break right in the middle. We take a break right in the middle of our chat and drink some water. Tonight I'm drinking tea, because since I'm already home, as soon as we're done, I'm gonna eat my supper real quick and go to bed. Okay, does anybody need the words before we get started? Because I seriously want to hear some bingos. If y'all are not playing, I'm going to be upset. Okay? Because I want to hear some people say bingo. Here, I want to hear some people say bingo. This is yummy, yummy, yummy stress relieving tea, which I needed tonight. Okay, so let's see real quick. Anybody need the words? Looks like we got several thumbs ups. Several people did the, let's see. Oh no, Betty Ann doesn't like any kind of tea. What? And Sylvia says, but it's on my phone and I'm watching you on my phone. Oh, come on. Okay, everybody's playing. Okay, and Sherry says, where did my card go? So you may have to flip back and forth. I don't know what to tell you. And Patsy's birthday is December 26th. Well, let's see, real quick while y'all are finding your cards. Let's see, Christmas is December 25th. Casey's birthday is December 30th. Alyssa's birthday is December 31st. And Casey and Alan's anniversary is December the 31st. So Alan literally, my son-in-law literally has 1 week, 6 days of things that he has to remember. That's it. That is all. Okay. Okay, it looks like everybody's good. So let me just show you mine, and then I'll come right back to the chat. So let me show you what the bingo card looks like, in case you did not get yours printed out, and in case you've never played bingo. Surely to get a y'all have played bingo. So in a bingo game, you can win by getting 5 across, 5 down, and it can be across in any row. So in any row, it can be 5 down, like this, or it can be diagonally, like that. And remember, there are no actual prizes. It's just fun, and then Casey's gonna make us a super cool badge for that. So if everybody is ready, this is how this is gonna work. The first one that you can get is the middle section. So in a bingo game, the middle section is always, and happy belated birthday, Sandy. The middle section is always the free spot. So that very middle one, and hopefully to goodness y'all have all played bingo before, but that middle section is always, and if you get 5 down, or 5 across, or 5 diagonally, go ahead and shout out bingo. And then after Casey makes our super cool badge, then I will go back and give you your bingo badge. But the center one is always the free spot. So sometimes you have to do something for it. Sometimes it just says free. Okay, for this one, for our bingo, in order to fill in your free spot, now if you downloaded the digital one, you can touch it. You can touch the bingo card and fill it in, and it'll mark it, done. And Barbara says when they go on cruises, they have won money. That is awesome. But you can mark that as done, you can mark that middle spot if you have already subscribed to our YouTube channel. So if you have already subscribed to the If You Have an Egg YouTube channel, or if you run and do it right now, then you can go ahead and check that middle one, because that you get that free spot. So, okay. Then on the rest of them, I'm going to pull something out that corresponds with one of those other spots, and then I'm going to explain it to you. And I'll try to do this super quick since we had some technical difficulties at the beginning and are starting late. But when I explain it to you, if that is you, so when I tell you what it is, if that is you, then you can check that one off. Again, if it's a virtual card, like or digital card, if you did that one, you can just touch it and it will check it off that that you have that spot. Or if you printed it out, you can mark it, however you want to do that. Or if you made your own, you can mark it. Okay, so the first spot that I'm going to pull is, remember, once you get 5 across, 5 down, or 5 like this, then you can shout bingo. And you can walk through, the Mevo camera's not working. So, okay, the first one is ugly sweater. So if you have the spot that says ugly sweater on your card, and if you own an ugly Christmas sweater, you can mark that spot. So just find the spot on your card if you have that spot on your card that says ugly sweater, and if you own an ugly sweater for Christmas, go ahead and mark that spot off. And the next one is steps. Okay, if this holiday season, if you're still going to try and get your steps in, so if you have set, it doesn't matter if your step goal is 500 or if it's 5,000, it does not matter. Whatever your step goal is, and remember, you're not competing with each other. You're not competing with each other, you're competing with yourself. But if you are going to try and get your step goal in this holiday week, then you can mark that spot off. So that's the one that says steps. So if you have a square on your bingo card that says steps, and if you're going to try and get your step goal in, again, no matter what it is, it's your step goal, then go ahead and mark off steps. Okay, and the next one is recipe builder. So if you are going to be using the recipe builder on your WW app this week, so for this holiday week, if you're going to be using the recipe builder, so let's say you're making something new for your family, or it's an old family recipe, that you've made a million times, but you're going to put it in the recipe builder and actually figure out what the points are. If you have recipe builder, if that's on your card, and you're going to use the recipe builder this week, mark that spot off. And remember, when you get to 5 across, 5 down, or diagonally, you can shout out bingo. And we're all going to win, just so you know. Okay, blue dot. The next one I pulled out is blue dot. So if you've already gotten a blue dot this week, or if you're trying for a blue dot this week, if you think, you know what, I'm going to get one blue dot, and the blue dot could either be for a meal or it could be for for your activity. So if you're going to get one blue dot, just one, this holiday week, and if that's on your card, go ahead and mark off blue dot. So how are y'all doing so far? Does anybody have 3 so far? Is there anybody that has 3? Okay, the next one, whoop, looks like Barbara does. The next one is, hello Teresa. So Teresa, we're already playing bingo. Hold on. So Teresa's late. If you have your bingo card, the squares you can mark off are recipe builder. Hello Deborah, and Deborah's late too. So Deborah, if you have your bingo card, you can go ahead and mark these off. Recipe builder, if you're going to be using it. Oh, Kim's got 3. Blue dot, steps, Linda's got 3, and ugly sweater. Okay, the next one is new recipe. So, hello Barbara. The next one is new recipe. So if you're going to be trying a new recipe this holiday week, something that you've never tried before, and it doesn't matter where you got it from. So if you got it off of WW, if you got it off of your weekly, if you got it from from somewhere else, if you got it off of If You Have an Egg, if you got it from, I don't know, Drizzle Me Skinny, whatever, new recipe, you can go ahead and mark that one off. That is okay, Barbara. Okay, this next one, WCI. So if you have initials on your board that say WCI, and if you've already done your weekly check-in, thank you, Barbara. If you've already done your weekly check-in, so WCI stands for weekly check-in. If you've already done your weekly check-in this week, and it's on your board, go ahead and mark that off. Wow, and Trish is killing it. She's already got 4 in a row. Good job. And remember, you can win more than once because there's no prizes. The prize is the bingo badge. Okay? Okay, the next one, Sherry did the new recipe. The next one is sleep. So if you tracked your sleep, if you used the WW app to track your sleep this week, Kim's got 4, and if you have sleep on your bingo tracker, on your bingo board, and if you use the app to track your sleep, go ahead and mark that one off. And I wish some of my girls were here from, some of my scrapbooking girls were here because they remember these bingo games that we used to play, and they lasted for hours. Oh, Trish has already got bingo, so Trish has done everything this week. Okay, keep going, Trish. You got to keep marking these off. But some of the girls from my scrapbooking stuff, they remember how long these used to last because, I mean, I'm serious, they used to last for hours. Okay, the next one is, okay, now not everybody's gonna get this one. This one is Wego. So if you've ever made a Wego, yeah, Trish got bingo. If you've ever made a Wego, and there's only some of you here that have, and I know one of you is here. So if you've ever made a Wego and that's on your board, you can go ahead and mark that one off. I'm pretty sure my president of the Wego Club is here. If you don't know what the Wego Club is, that's a whole nother topic that we'll have to talk about another time. Okay, the next one is 0 point fruit. So if you are planning, I'm not asking if you ate a 0 point fruit. If you are planning and Betty has eaten a Wego, yay. If Jennifer loves them, if you're planning a 0 point fruit, at some point, and Irma has to, at some point, on the, during the holiday. Oh, and Sandra got bingo too. Awesome. Gosh, y'all are filling this out too fast. Oh wait, Barbara said Gwen asked her if she knew the story about that. Oh, and Wendy's had several Wegos this week. Awesome. Wendy, you get to stamp. More of them. And Sherry's had Wegos. That's awesome. But if you're planning a 0 point fruit this week during the holidays, oh, and Teresa got bingo. Awesome. Then you can go ahead and mark that one off. Let's see what the next one is. And we actually may end up, we might end early after starting out so late. Okay, this one, not many of y'all are gonna get. Not many of you. If you've had tofu, and this is probably my least favorite thing about us being on the iPad instead of on the Mevo camera, is everything's backwards again. Sorry. But if you've had tofu, you don't even have to like it, but if you've tried tofu, you can mark that one off your list. I should have made nutritional yeast one too, because y'all like to talk about that so much. So just out of curiosity, how many people got to mark off tofu? Just curious about that one. And if you were joining us late, we are playing a round of Egg Lady Bingo. Just for fun because this week is Christmas. Yep, and Jennifer says if it's prepared right, it is delicious. Yeah, so yeah, no tofu for Betty Ann. Oh, and Sandy has some in her fridge though. Teresa says no for me. Okay, y'all are just gonna have to come by and let me, when we can, come by again and let me make some tofu for you because it is delicious when it is properly prepared. Okay, so the next one is homework. Yep, and there's Carol. The next one is homework. So if you did your homework last week, and you have homework on your bingo card, you can go ahead and mark that one off. So let me see who did your homework. So let's see, and see lots of y'all are saying no tofu, but I've never tried it. See, tofu is delicious if it is properly prepared. So y'all knew I had to throw something in there that a lot of people wouldn't have. Those of us that have had tofu and love it, yeah, we love it. Okay, so homework. If you did your homework last week, then you can mark that off on your board. And the next one is if you're like me and you love playing games. So the square that says games, that is just, if you enjoy enduring my games. So at least I did not make you all do the jumping jacks this time, and the, you know, and jogging in place and all of that stuff when I did. Oh, and Trish just got her second bingo. So Trish must have done everything. She must have done all of that. And Sylvia, I know, so Sylvia said no homework for her because she was in the hospital. So if y'all don't know, Sylvia's been in the hospital with the strangest thing, maybe not the strangest thing, but it's in the top 3. Yep, and Katie got bingo. So Sylvia, I have to admit, it's in the top 3 strangest things that I've ever heard anybody say that they had wrong with them. So if you want to explain, I'm sure everyone would love to, you know, to send you well wishes. But so Sylvia's been in the hospital, and Sandra's husband did pass away yesterday. So yeah, y'all still remember, I know it's the holidays, but we still gotta keep an eye on each other and keep supporting each other. But if you enjoy my games, then you can mark off that square. If you don't enjoy my games, then on you, because I love playing them. Okay, and I did make you exercise this time. Okay, this next one, everybody who did, I know I already talked about homework, but everybody who did their homework or who is going to find a way, who's gonna find a way in this next, what is it? What are we? 4 days away from Christmas. Let's see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So 4 to 5 days away from Christmas Eve, Christmas, you know, celebrations. So everybody who is going to tell someone, hashtag ho ho no. And remember, we talked about doing it in a nice way. We did not talk about, and thank you all for saying you love the games. We did not talk about just saying no, you know, and pitching a fit. We talked about doing it politely. We talked about reasoning with people, you know, trying to continue friendships, you know, even though you've had to say no, but just letting people know, I'm not going to be able to do that right now. Or how about later? Or that's not something I can, you know, that's just not something I'm going to be able to do. What, you know, whatever. So if you're going to be able to tell somebody ho ho no in the next 5 days, go ahead and mark that one off your list. And this one I hope everybody gets. Yeah, and so Sylvia, okay, so hold on. She said she had a perforated ulcer and 4 holes in her stomach. And it might be from too many NSAIDs. I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh, Lynn bingo, Pam bingo. So Sylvia, that was, again, top 3 weirdest things I've ever heard. I'm still so sorry. So sorry that you had to go through that. But I'm so glad that you are feeling well enough to be here with us. This next one, I hope everybody gets. It's the one that says IyHaE. So does anybody know what IyHaE? Do you know what that stands for? And I'm going to make y'all guess real quick because we are doing great on time. So I'm going to make you guess. Anybody? IyHaE. What does that stand for? No guesses, and sorry, I wanted just a little bit more tea. This is good tea. Yep, Rosie's exactly right. If you have an egg. Okay. Yep, and Wendy says, if you have an egg. Yep, and Lynn says, if you have an egg. So if you have ever tried an if you have an egg recipe, and Carol's exactly right, if you have an egg. If you've ever tried an if you have an egg recipe, so that would be, and yep, Marlene, from our, yep, Kim, from our website, if you have an egg. So if you've ever tried an if you have an egg recipe, yep, Jennifer, yep, Sylvia, yes, Barbara. If you've ever tried one, you can go ahead. Yep, Katie. You can go ahead and mark that off on your list. Yes, Trish. So, but I want to know what it was. Lynn's got bingo. I want to know what the recipe was. So for me to count that square, you're gonna have to tell me what the recipe was that you tried from our website. Oh, Marianne's got a bingo. Jennifer tried the air fryer apples. Is that not the easiest? And Sandy's got a bingo. The air fryer apples are like the easiest. I put those in before I go get in the shower, and they're done. They're done when I get out. Oh, Betty Ann tried the one from last week. Mary Ann tried the air fryer apples. They're so easy. Ooh, Rosie did the ranch dressing. That one was a good one. I'm gonna have to make that one again this next week. That one was a good one. Pam did the Karen's buffalo dip. We're making that this week for Christmas. Sylvia did the wontons in the air fryer. Yep. Popsicle did Waggos. Trish did Karen's buffalo chicken dip. Ooh, yeah, Lynn, that man's chicken. Yes. That is a family favorite. Yep, Sherry did Wegos. That is awesome. Okay, y'all are awesome. Yep, Teresa, that means turkey tenderloin. That is another favorite. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, and Sylvia says most of her air fryer recipes have been mine. Awesome. Oh, and Barbara says she has a big bottle of fluff with my name on it. No, ma'am. And Carol Luce made that man's chicken, that man's turkey, and she made up that man's green beans. Yeah, so I know y'all do that man's everything. It is so awesome. Okay, good job, everybody. Y'all can mark that one off. Okay, the next one, YWP. Do you know what YWP stands for? YWP. I'll give you just a second because, again, we are doing great on time. I don't know. There's still quite a few in here. Okay, YWP is your weekly plan. So if you are using your WW app, and if you're using the new WW MyWay app, there is a set. So MyWay Plus. I'm sorry, if you've updated your app, which it should have already updated. If you're having any trouble with that, just let us know. But if you're using the MyWay Plus portion of your app, you have a little section on there, and we went over that a couple of weeks ago, and it's called Your Weekly Plan. If you've already done your weekly plan for this week, go ahead and mark that square off. That's the one that says YWP, so that's for your weekly plan. And it looks like apples and that man's are the most popular recipes. Okay, the next one is Zoom. So if you did your Zoom meeting for this week, so I know today's just Sunday, so let's say if you did it last week through today, if you did your, Carol's got bingo on 3 rows, and Jennifer's got bingo. Awesome, but if you did your Zoom meeting last week through today, you can go ahead and mark that square off. Teresa's got a bingo again, and I'm telling you, we're all gonna win. We're all gonna win. Okay, the next one is a 0-point veggie. So 0-point fruits at the holidays are a lot easier to do because a lot of people, the person who panics, if you're having Christmas or some, form of holiday, at work, and Lynn's got bingo again. If you're having it at work or having family over, or you're going somewhere, there's always someone who panics and brings a fruit plate, brings some kind of cut up fruit. So, and Sylvia, you could technically get a blackout, but 0-point veggies. So if you are planning a 0-point veggie this week for whatever your holiday meal is going to be, if it's by yourself, if it's with people, if it's at work, whatever, if you're planning a 0-point, and Sylvia's got bingo again, if you're planning a 0-point veggie, and Carol Lou's got bingo again, go ahead and I'm going to say, go ahead and mark that one off. Betty Ann's got bingo again. Okay, the next one is track. If you're going to track on Christmas Day, not everybody's going to get this one. I didn't say were you going to keep staying your points. I did not say that. I said if you're planning on tracking on Christmas Day, and if you don't celebrate Christmas, whatever your big holiday is, if you are going to track on that day, again, didn't say, you might have triple digits. I don't know. I probably will. But if you're going to track on that day, then go ahead on track and go ahead and mark that off. And poor Sylvia. Sylvia's going to have all liquid foods that day. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Sylvia. I'm glad they got a hold of that, though, and Lynn's got another bingo. Okay, so y'all are going to have lots of bingos, just so you know. Okay, the next one is JOMO. So that is what we talked about this week. That's the joy of missing out. So if you have already found a way to JOMO, if you've already found a way to have joy in the missing out, then go ahead and mark off your JOMO square. Ooh, hold on. And Jennifer says it will be tough, but she's planning to do so. She has Polish family, so lots of dough. So Jennifer, one of the things, tell me if I'm saying it correctly or not, that one of the things that I got for us to make for Christmas Day is pierogies. So left them, I don't know if that's Polish or not, but just felt like it was. And hold on, Lynn says hers was today and she tracked 47 points. That's actually not bad. That's actually, 47's not bad. I mean, I'm thinking I'm gonna end up having triple digits for Christmas, so I'm thinking 47's not too bad. okay? And we are getting close to the bottom, which is good because we have 4 minutes left. Okay, the next one is WIYF. So if you are using the WW My Way Plus portion of your app, if you have used the What's in Your Fridge, so it's the section of the WW app where you go in and you say, you know, okay, in my fridge I've got cheese, non-fat plain Greek yogurt, apples, because it doesn't have to be in your refrigerator, you know, whatever, and you let it build a recipe for you. I haven't had a haluki. I don't know what that is, Carol Lou. But the WIYF, if you were using the WIYF, the What's in Your Fridge portion of your app this week, you can check that box off. The next one, I hope there's some of us here. The next one, oh yep, and Jennifer's pierogies, yes. Okay, mine aren't homemade. I bought them frozen. I still love them. And they're really surprisingly not that many points. The next one is lifetime. So if you are a lifetime member, I did not ask if you were at your goal weight, you know, because COVID has that for a lot of us. But if you are a lifetime member, a WW lifetime member, mark that puppy off. So yeah, if you're a lifetime member, even if we need to get back on the wagon, mark that off. Okay. And the stuffed cabbage sounds really good. The next one, BCS, barcode scanner. So if you are going to use your barcode scanner, Popsicle's got another bingo. If you're going to use your barcode scanner, if you're going to use that when you're, Jennifer's a lifer. If you're going to use that while you're prepping for your holiday meal this week, Linda finally got a bingo. Yay! If you're going to use your barcode scanner as you're getting ready this week, as you're getting ready, you know, for whatever your holiday meal is going to be, you can go ahead and mark that one off. And y'all know me, I've accidentally talked right up to the end. The next one, hopefully everybody's going to get, okay? The next one is hi and hello. So if you said hi and hello when we first started today, mark that one off. If you didn't say it yet, go ahead and say it so you can mark that one off. And the very last one, and some of you will have a coverall, so if you know what a coverall is, you can be my friend. Okay, the next one is new food. So if you are going to be having if you're going to have a new food this holiday, so if it is going to be something that, you know, you're celebrating a different holiday with somebody, or like pierogies were new for us last year, you know, so that would be a new food. So if you're going to be trying a new food this holiday, you can go ahead and mark that one off. So hopefully everybody has a bingo. I want to know, does anybody have a coverall? And if you don't know what a coverall is, if you do know what a coverall is, you seriously can be my friend. So a coverall is if you filled every single square. So, Carol Lou has a coverall. Good job. Good job, Carol Lou. I want to see real quick who my coverall people are before we jump off here. So, Marianne's got another bingo. Yeah, Trisha's got a blackout. So I love that she calls it a blackout. So here in the Southeast, we call it a coverall. But blackout's good. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, man. And Teresa said that tofu is keeping her from having a full card. So you're going to have to just try some tofu. Yep, and Lynn's only missing 2 squares. Sylvia was missing the homework and the tofu. I'm telling you, you're going to have to try the tofu. Okay, so thank you all. Keep commenting. Y'all can comment even after we get off of here. Thank you all. And Ginger got 1 bingo. No coverall for Betty Ann, but thank you all for being here. Thank you for enduring the endless technical difficulties. It seems like right when I get everything, you know, under control, then Facebook will, you know, shake it up a little bit. Thanks for shaking it up right here at the holidays. But anyway, everybody have a very Merry Christmas. If Christmas is not your holiday, have a very Merry whatever it is you celebrate. We will see you next week. Hello, Rita. We will see you next week. Oh, so Rita's saying hi and hello, so she can get on so she can get that on her bingo card. But y'all have an amazing week, and we will see you next week. We are inching ever so close to 2021, when everything should return to normal again, right? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so y'all have a great week. I will see you next week. Keep playing bingo. Casey is making, again, super cute badges for us. Don't forget your homework, and I will see you next time. If you are watching this on YouTube, I apologize that it is not full screen. Technical difficulties tonight, but go ahead and hit that subscribe, or go ahead and let that next video roll over. Hit the subscribe button, and then go ahead and hit that bell so that you can be notified for next time. And for everybody that's asking about John's mom, thank you very much. John is back tonight. He just walked in. Actually, come here and say Merry Christmas to everybody. You should say Merry Christmas to everybody.
I should say that.
Yeah, you should say that.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, so thank you all for asking about his mom. She was in a much better mood today. He said much better mood today. She's not really having any symptoms, so thank you so much for your prayers on that. But y'all have a great week, and I will see you next time. Good night.